Hello and welcome to my unboxing and first look at the brand new Space Marines Primaris Chaplain on bike. Now this model will set you back £29. It's quite a high asking price when you've got both the Canoptek Doomstalker at a cheaper price of £26.50 and a Lockhurst Heavy Destroyer at £21. It's a high asking price for one of these. Typically though, one of the reasons why they do this is because these character models sell a lot less. I mean, how many chaplains on bikes are you theoretically going to buy? You'll probably buy multiples of these units, maybe only one of the characters, if that. Now, that being said, this chaplain on bike, it does generate feelings of nostalgia within me. I remember purchasing one of my very first HQs, which was the metal chaplain on plastic bike, and I found that kit very difficult to work with. It was one of the first kits I had that included both plastic and metal parts, and yeah, I had to, you know, use two different glues at once, and I'd never done that before. And I've still got that chaplain on bike somewhere in my collection. So to finally have a Primaris Chaplain on bike, it's official. Primaris are pretty much replacing the legacy Space Marines. Wherever you look, Primaris seem to be getting newer versions of the same units. Of course, they're bringing their own new units to the army too, and I very much welcome that. But yeah, small box here. So I thought I'd use the largest knife that I own to open it up. Are you still with me? That took longer than I expected. So let's rip and tear. We'll have a look at the reverse, and you do get a different head option, but really, why would you? That head is so cool. It looks like Ghost Rider. I'm sure there's going to be some conversions with him holding like some kind of chains or whip or something with flames coming off of the skull, flames coming off the wheels. Yeah, I'm sure that will happen. I'm sure there are plenty of talented people, and if I have given you the motivation for that creativity, then that's excellent. If you don't want to choose the helmeted version, you can choose the grumpy chaplain head version if you wish. So let's unbox this. 2 sprues, wow, okay. Well, oh, and some transfers. It's just a little Ultramarines Primaris character transfer sheet, all right. And then you've got the instruction guide. You put together the bike, and then his legs, and then you build him around the bike with the Crozius Arcanum and the Iron Halo thing. I know we got a Rosarius, but that is a Halo. And then, yeah, at that point you choose the different head. You can't give him a different rod. That would have been cool, and I think that would have been awesome if you had 2 choices of rod and 2 choices of head. I think you have to put that book on there, or the pizza box, but still. And that's interesting that he comes on this scenic base. Maybe you don't have to glue him onto that base. Maybe you can just put him on there, but I think his leg is at such an angle that that complements this scenic part. And then you've got the, I say rules in a very, very loose term. So you've got some basic profile there and basic weapon profiles. I was interested to see how they did this with the different numbers, and they correlate to, you know, the different range weapons, and they point them out. That will come in handy with some of the models that have multitudes of weapons. I can't wait to see what they do with like a Repulsor or a Gladius or something like, or a Gladiator or something like that in future. Anyway, that's the instruction guide. That's your base. I think it's the same size base as the Outrider bikes that we saw in Indomitus. You get 2 sprues, and they are both different. So this is the bike and the power plant. The power plant has, he's got some spikes on there. and he's got the skull on his knee. He's got some kind of canister thing. He's got the top of the book with chains and a lock. He's got the halo, the lower part of the book. You've got a wheel, quite a large part of the bike there. You've got the helmetless head. But yeah, these bike parts, it's got the bolt rifles in there as well, so you can, you know, so that they will go together very nicely. You've got the helmeted head with the skull part on the helmet, which looks amazing. And you've got another leg and another drum can thing. I think that's part of the bike. And then you've got the other sprue right here. So this is the scenic base part. I think that's probably one of the reasons why it's £29 and not 25 or 26, is because you're getting a big wad of kind of sort of detailed plastic there, really, with cracked roads and bullet shells. No skulls though. I'm a bit disappointed. Not even a skull embedded into the road. That would have been cool, wouldn't it? Like he's just driven over it. You've got an arm with a skull on there, on the van brace, holding the handlebars. You've got a shoulder pauldron with a load of purity seals and parchment. There is a skull. There's part of the bikes. He's gone for some aftermarket parts, modified his ride, which I always strongly suggest you do if you have a motorcycle like myself. And he's gone for these skull logos to match his riding gear, which is pro level customization, definitely. And then he's got the exhausts. I think they're Akrapovic 40,000s. Off the top of my head. And then you've got the another shoulder pauldron. I mean, this guy just loves purity seals. I mean, I don't know whether he's put them on himself. I mean, to the back of your shoulder, that's quite a hard place to reach. I guess there's some kind of armourer servitor that's done those for him. But then he's got this bolt gun there. I think it's an absolver bolt pistol. Got the Crozius Arcanum, amazing, but in the new rules it's pretty pants. Used to be a lot better. And then he's got the front chest piece to his power armor. Actually looks really cool. I like the belt buckle, I like the skull in there, and I like the kind of cutouts. I'm sure the armor gives him enough protection, but at the same time I would have thought cutting parts of your armor would give you a bit of a handicap, especially if like a bolt round gets lodged in between. That was one of the issues with some of the other power armor marks, but nonetheless I'm sure it still gives him plenty of protection, and it's sanctified by Balisarius Call and Reboot Gilliman. Anyway, that's the second sprue. I am going on a bit in this unboxing, but I'm very, very impressed. Although it is £29, I am impressed with this kit. I've been impressed with the easy to build Necron kits and their price point, and although this isn't easy to build or push to fit, I am impressed with this. This is a full kit, 2 sprues, lots of detail. I think this is a great complement to your Outriders and the other brand new Primaris HQ choices that GW have released. But what do you guys think? Please do put it in the comments below. It'd be great to hear your thoughts and opinions on him. Thank you ever so much for joining me today. Thank you for watching. The Emperor protects.